Okay, here's what I want to talk about this week. Most people don't realize that they're doing this, but your acting is actually the first thing that you're going to sacrifice. And you don't know you're doing this till you sit down and actually make a schedule and see how much you're not doing for your acting. So many people come to me and say, oh my God, I'm really excited about my acting. I love my acting. I'm very passionate about my acting. And I'm like, yeah, who gives a shit about that? That's all talk. So what? We're excited about our work. We're passionate about our work. If you don't actually sit down and have a schedule and do your work, that daydreaming bullshit means nothing. It means nothing to me. It means nothing to the world. Okay? You need to understand that. Just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean anything. Now, I want you to understand this. If you've got a day job, you spend about 40 to 50 hours a week on that job. At the end of the week, you get a paycheck, and that's why you do it, right? Now, an average class at the lab, it's about 4 to 5 hours, sometimes 6 hours, depends. If you went to your day job and said, listen, starting next week, I'm only going to invest 4 to 5 hours a week, but I still expect the same paycheck at the end of it, there's a very good chance that you're going to get fired. They're going to say, you know what, take a hike, right? Now, there's a very good chance that also you expect way more from your dream as an actor than you do from your day job. So here you are, spending less hours and expecting way more out of something. It just doesn't work that way. You can't do 1/10 of the work for way more rewards, right? So I tell people, you spend about 8 to 10 hours a day on your day job. You get home, you're tired, you gotta eat, you gotta do your laundry. And then at that time, you kind of start dozing off and you rest and you watch some TV because you have to watch TV. You know, you watch about an hour or two of a film or something to feel like you're doing some acting work because it inspires you, okay? Then what happens is you go to bed. That's Monday done. So right now we've done 0 for acting, which is most people, 1 day, 0. The next day, Tuesday, same kind of thing. You go home, it was, you weren't feeling that well, the cat had the flu, whatever it is. You come home, you gotta clean up, do laundry, whatever. You go home, you're tired, you say, I'll do it tomorrow. Wednesday comes around. Let's assume you go to an acting class. Assume 4 to 5 hours. Great. You don't rehearse outside class because there's no time. Who's going to tell anyway? Thursday, you do nothing. Friday, it's the weekend. You go to your day job. It's Friday night. You think, hey, I've earned it. I've worked hard. Friday night, I've got to go with my friends. It's a social thing. Saturday, I got some family responsibility. Sunday, I just want to rest. So you calculate all your hours, and at best, if you're in a class somewhere, you're doing about 4 to 5 hours a week maximum, which amounts to close to nothing. Most people pick up that schedule when they've got an audition coming up around the corner, all of a sudden they panic, or when they feel inspired, which is maybe once a month, if that. Nothing's going to happen. You need to understand that. I want you to take a schedule. I want you to have an actual calendar and write down every day, what do you do for your acting? Monday, 0. Tuesday, 0. Wednesday, 4 hours. Thursday, 0. And actually have a look at it. If you get to the end of the month and you've done no more than about 5 to 6 hours a week, you should really consider quitting. It means that it doesn't mean that much to you. It means that you're not willing to put in the time and the effort and the work. It doesn't mean that much to you. It definitely doesn't mean as much as you think, because here you are sacrificing it. Here you are letting go of it in lieu of other things. You've spent all this time working, all this time doing all these other things, including your social life. People say, well, I don't know what to do. I got no time. Well, you do have time. Most people aren't married with kids yet. That's when you really run out of time. But most people aren't. What you can do is you can quit your day job because you need to pay your rent. You can cut down your social time. That will always be there. Your acting will not in a real way. You can force yourself to do work. If you spend 2 hours every single day on top of what you do all day long anyway now, if you spend it on your acting, you'll see massive changes happening. Because if your boss said, hey, we need to spend an extra 2 hours a day, you're going to do it. You're going to do it because the boss tells you to do it. So I'm saying force yourself to spend 2 hours a day. People don't know what to do. Well, read a play, Read a play a day. You'll be amazed how much you grow as an actor. Do a stupid monologue. Everyone hates doing monologues. Do them. Do something. Do some character work. Walk around as your character for 2 hours. Most people, you'll probably be able to sustain it for 10, 15 minutes before you start looking at the clock, before you start looking at Facebook, before you start looking for an out. No, it's 2 hours. 2 hours committed. If you're a writer, same thing. Sit in front of that stupid blank page for 2 hours and write. It's called a discipline, right? You need to add up those hours. You need to invest your time. This is something you believe in. This is something you supposedly love. This is something that you want to change your life. And if you only piss it away by giving it the hours when you feel like it, or when you feel inspired, or when you see one of your friends going forward, you will not get there, especially if you're in this town, because here you are in the corner of the world in Melbourne, and there's very little work here. You need to be aware of that fact. You're trying to get the attention of the whole world at your work. There's people out there working so much harder than most people here. And if you don't change the way you think about it, it will always be a dream. You'll be one of these people and saying, oh, I wish, oh, I wasn't the right place, oh, it wasn't at the right time. That's horseshit. That's for people that are dreamers. There is no right place, there is no right time. There's just hard work. If you're good, people will find you. You need to have that commitment for yourself. You need to make sure when you get home, no matter how tired you are, you invest 2 hours of your time every day with your acting. Don't go to bed tired, go to bed exhausted. I mean exhausted. Now is the time, not tomorrow, not in 10 years, right? It will not be there. Now, especially now that you're young, there's no excuse. Otherwise, you're just a dreamer, and that's the last thing you want to be. We want actors, and actors do it because it's work. Actors do it every day, not when they feel like it. So try that. Try it for a month. Try it till the end of the year. There's only a couple of months left till the end of the year. See what a difference it makes in your own discipline and your own growth. We'll talk again.